Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the weekly markets analysis. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do also click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. So gradually we are drawing the curtain to a close. So far as the year 2023 is concerned, we are in the last month of 2023. All right, so you should know that whatever you decided to achieve this year, you just have less than 3 weeks. All right, you have less than 3 weeks to be able to come into conclusion so far as whatever you wanted to achieve is concerned. And so that is just that. So just as we normally do on this channel, I bring you the weekly market analysis. Look at what is happening in the market and what is yet to come as far as going into a new week is concerned. And mind you, this is going to be my last but one analysis, weekly analysis as far as the year 2023 is concerned. So if I bring you this analysis, then that means I have one more to go. All right, which will definitely be a week after the week ahead of us. All right, yes. And you haven't subscribed to or if you're not part of my Telegram community yet, do well to check the description box below. The link to my Telegram community is there. Just click on it and be part of the Clairvoyant Traders Telegram community. I have an audio live streaming coming up within my channel. All right, I'm going to host an audio live stream within my channel whereby we're going to talk about a lot of things. All right, we talk about how the year has gone, the good, the bad, the lessons you've learned, and how beneficial this year was to you, how bad it was. If it was bad, how will you amend it, or how are you going to ensure that whatever bad mistakes or decisions you make, you'll be able to correct it. If you had a good year too, you assess it, look at how good the year was, can you maintain it or can you improve upon it. All right, so that is what we are going to discuss on our page. I plan on this weekend, but my busy schedule didn't allow me. So I'm looking at this week. All right. Yes, I'm looking at this week. If I'm able to find time this week, I'll get you the dates, which will be posted in my Telegram channel. All right. And definitely, if I don't, that means the live audio stream will come off a week after the week we are heading into. All right. So kindly, if you're not part of the Telegram channel yet, do well to be part of the Telegram channel. All right, and my swing trading room next year is going to be fire. I'm here to bring out the prices for next year. All right, so the old packages still holds. All right, the old packages still holds. So if you want to be part of it, do take advantage of the old package, because who knows, I might bring out a new package and then the price will shoot up as compared to the old packages. So you wouldn't want to miss out on this. All right, so that is just that. Let's delve into the market and see what the market is for us before going into a new week is concerned. But before we begin, let's go into the economic news calendar just as we normally do, to see what news is up for us so far as going into a new week is concerned. So on Monday, December 4th, 2023, we have AED retail sales month over month. For the month of October, we have Euro balance of trade for the month of October as far as Germany is concerned. We have CPI for the month of November as far as Swiss franc is concerned. We have unemployment change for the month of November for Spain. We have an ECB speech for the Eurozone. We have the bank service PMI for the month of November so far as Australia is concerned. On Tuesday, December 5th, 2023, we have the retail sales monitor year over year for the month of November so far as GBP is concerned. We have the interest rate decision for Australia. Interest rate currently set at 4.3%, and so they are looking at maintaining interest rate at 4.35%. So let's see what is yet to happen with that. And we also have the service PMI for Spain. So far the month of November is concerned, we have the service PMI for the month of November for Italy. We have the service PMI for the month of November for France. Service PMI for the month of November for Germany. We have service PMI for the month of November for the Eurozone. We have the global service PMI for the month of November for GBP. global service PMI for the month of November for CAD. Then we have the global service PMI for the month of November for USD, ISM service PMI for the month of November for USD. Then we have the job openings for the month of October for USD. On Wednesday, we have Independence Day for Finland, Constitution Day for Spain. All right, all these are not, we are not going to see significant changes in the market as far as these bank holidays are concerned. So kindly take note of that. We have the GDP growth rate quarter over quarter for the third quarter for Australia. We have retail sales month over month for the month of October for Eurozone. Retail sales year over year for the month of October so far as the Eurozone is concerned. Then the ADP employment change for the month of November for USD. Then we have the PMI for the month of November so far as CAD is concerned. On Thursday, we have balance of trade for Australia. We have unemployment rate for the month of November for Swiss franc. Retail sales year over year for the month of October for for Italy. Retail sales month over month for the month of October for Italy. Then we have employment change year over year for the third quarter for Eurozone. Then we have employment change quarter over quarter for the third quarter as far as the Eurozone is concerned. We have the continuing jobless claims for USD, jobless claims 4-week average for USD, initial jobless claims for USD. On Friday, we have CPI for Germany so far as November, for the month of November is concerned. We have unemployment rate for the month of November for USD, unemployment rate for the month of November for USD. Then a non-farm payroll, all right. Friday is NFP, so kindly check out what that, all right. So we have non-farm payroll for the month of November for USD, the non-farm payroll private for the month of November for USD. Then we have the Michigan consumer sentiment for the month of December so far as USD is concerned. So these are the high impact news you're expecting in the market so far as going into a new week is concerned. Remember, it is an NFP week, all right. So mind you, be very, very careful on the market and look at how you enter the market, all right? Because I mean, NFP week is very, very is a very, very dicey week, all right. Yeah, so kindly take note of that. So that is just that for the economic news calendar. Let's delve into the charts and see what is happening. So on the dollar index, we've seen the dollar index pushing to the downside. I made you aware that I'm looking at price taking out this low, and definitely we saw price with taking out this low nicely. All right, we saw price taking out this low very, very nicely. So going into a new week, I'm expecting to see price push a little bit up. Then we see a continuation to the downside. I'm still bearish. All right, the dollar index is still looking very, very bearish. It is still looking bearish. So kindly take note of that. So I'm expecting to see a little bit push to the upside to make out for the high of the week. Then we see a push to the downside, take out this low as well. So far as the XY is concerned, I'm still looking for what bearish prices. So that is just that for the dollar index. Let's look at what is happening on GBPUSD. Yeah, so for GBPUSD, we are still seeing price pushing to the upside. All right, price is still bullish on GBPUSD. So going into a new week, I will expect to see a continuation to the upside. All right, I will expect to see a push to the downside, then you see a move to the upside. But let's switch to the 1 hour and sit down to the 1 hour time frame. All right, yeah, so for this 2 weeks ahead of me, I'll be looking at, I mean, my focus will be on the 1 hour time frame. All right, because I'll be looking at short-term liquidity pools and all that, because you know December is a very, very low volatility month. All right, it's one of the months that, I mean, trading is not really exciting. All right, trading on the market in December is not really exciting because, I mean, most big banks will be on holidays. They're going to be bank holidays and all that. Most people too will be off their chats, trying to have time with family and friends and all that. So volatility wouldn't be that much on the market. So targeting long-term liquidity pools in December, I mean, doesn't really make sense, because once there's going to be a low liquidity pool a low liquidity within the market, it's going to be short term. All right, yeah, we are going to see a lot of consolidations within the market and all that. So for the 2 weeks ahead of me, that is the first and second week in December, of which I'm going to be very active after the second week in December, I'll go off and then wait till next year. All right, here. So within these 2 weeks, I'll be very focused on the 1 hour time frame. Take out what short-term liquidity pool. So kindly take note of that. So going into next week, I want to see dollar index pull a little bit to this zone right here. Remember, we have a fair value gap right here. All right, this fair value gap we are seeing here. So I want to see GBPUSD push into this fair value gap, then we see a push to the upside. All right, yes. So definitely I'll target this liquidity pool right here and this liquidity pool right here. So kindly take note of that. So that is going to be my expectation so far as GBPUSD is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on AUDUSD. So for AUDUSD to price is still pushing to the upside. I'm still expecting a push to the upside. I'm still bullish. All right, I'm still bullish on AUDUSD. Let's switch the 1 hour time frame and see. So yes, so just as I'm expecting on GBPUSD, I'm expecting a similar scenario to pan out or to happen on AUDUSD. I'll expect to see a push to the upside, either to take out this liquidity void. Remember, we have fair value gaps right here. All right, we have this fair value gap here. All right, we have this fair value gap. Then we have this fair value gap. All right, yes. So I'm looking at how price is going to react. All right, we are likely to tap into any of them before we see a continuation to the upside. All right, yeah. So price might either tap into this. Price might either tap into this fair value gap, then we see a push to the upside, or price might tap into this fair value gap, then we see a push to the upside. So I'll be very observant and see how the market is going to react going into next week. All right, yeah. So that is my expectation so far as AUDUSD is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on USDCAD. So for USDCAD, I'm still expecting USDCAD to continue to push to the downside. All right, we've taken out the previous 20-day low, taken out the previous 40-day low. All right, the next draw on liquidity is the previous 60-day low, but I'm expecting to see price retrace up. All right, to make out for the high of the week, then we see a push to the downside. All right, yeah. So that is going to be my expectation so far as USDCAD is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on GBPJPY. Yeah, so for GBPJPY, after price taking out this high right here, you saw a formation of a new high here. So I'm expecting to see a push to the downside. All right, I'll be looking out for bearish move on GBPJPY. But let's switch to the 2 hour time frame and see. Yes, so just as we've seen, taking out this low right here. All right, so once you've taken out a swing low, the next thing to expect is a lower swing high formation. All right, of which we have a fair value gap right here. All right, yes. So we are seeing a fair value gap right here. All right, yeah. So that's a fair value gap we are seeing here. So I'll expect to see price push up into this zone right here, and moreover, we've also had an impulse move. All right, this is an impulse move. So whenever we have an impulse move, just as I've been making you aware of, I've been telling you, I always expect that price will fall at least, or we will trace at least 50% of that impulse move before we see a continuation, either to the upside or to the downside, depending on the kind of impulse move we had. All right, in this scenario, this is a bearish impulse move, so I'm expecting to see price fall at least 50% of this impulse move, then we see a push or a continuation to the downside. So that is going to be my expectation so far as GBPJPY is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on EUR/JPY. Yeah, so for EUR/JPY too, same thing. All right, same plan for EUR/JPY. We've had an impulse move. We've taken out the previous lows, and so I'll expect to see a formation of a lower swing high. All right, because you're in a bearish scenario, so I'm expect to see a formation of a lower swing high, then a push to the downside. So the lower swing high should be within this impulse move. All right, at least 50% of this impulse move will be okay for me. Then we see a push to the downside. So that is going to be my expectation so far as Euro JPY is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on gold. So for gold is still pushing. All right, already gold has taken out its all-time high. We've seen a formation of a new all-time high for gold. So I'll expect to see price continue to fill at least 50% of this impulse move. Then we see a continuation to the upside. Gold is still bullish. All right, gold is still bullish. So kindly take note of that. So as far as gold is concerned, I also expect to see gold continue to push to the upside. Yeah, so that is my expectation so far as gold is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on NASDAQ. Yeah, so NASDAQ is still pushing. All right, NASDAQ is still looking very bullish at the moment. All right, because the underlying index looks very bearish. NASDAQ is looking bullish. So going into next week, I want to see price continue to push to the upside. All right, we've already had price taking out this low right here. So we've seen a formation of a bullish order block right here, and we've seen price has already tapped into that bullish order block. So I want to see price continue to push to the upside, taking out this high right here. So far as NASDAQ is concerned, I'll be looking out for a bullish price action so far as going into next week is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that for the weekly market analysis so far as going into a new week is concerned. I'll come your way again another time. I wish you all good luck and good trade. Peace.